being vulnerable? Are you scared of being vulnerable? Are you scared of making yourself available totally? Because that's the real question. Because so many times in our life, we've been taught that, man, being vulnerable makes you weak. But what if you never been weak? What if you ain't never been vulnerable? What if you have been vulnerable, but you dodged it? You didn't even know that you was vulnerable. You were walking around with a big old vulnerable sign on you because you thought your toughness was hiding it. But all the time, the predators was preying on your vulnerability. Why am I saying this? Because, see, trauma brings out every weakness inside of you. And when you thinking you hiding it, you really got a big sign on you that says, I'm waiting to be taken advantage of. Over this past month, I've been really, really deep diving about outcomes in my life. Through my marriage, through my broken marriage, through my other relationships, through all of it, just analyzing why. And I realized that it was my time to grow. It was my time to understand that because I was vulnerable, and being vulnerable, it made me who I am today. See, once you stop running from vulnerability and you start accepting vulnerability, making yourself vulnerable, expressing love, that means you become the great expression to love. That means if somebody gets you, they gonna see you again, and they ain't gonna be happy when they do. See, vulnerable don't make you vulnerable no more. It makes you a real predator at the top of the food chain. Most people who get beat by somebody who done been to that point in their life and then overcame it all and don't even mind you trying to get them because they knowing you ain't gonna win. Success is the same way. As much as you say you want it, do you make yourself vulnerable to success? Do you make yourself vulnerable to get that love that you want? Do you make yourself vulnerable to become that next level person? Because you gotta open yourself up till it hurts so bad, till it wake you up in the middle of the night. Your hunger all comes from what you're afraid of. These lessons, it's all about the right mindset, finding that right frequency, tapping into it, feeding it, harnessing it. A lot of people call it manifestation or the power. Cool, but if you ain't in alignment, because maybe you ain't got none of this stuff, so you align. What about the ones that's not aligned? That's who I'm talking to. I know that this thing real, because it's gonna change them lights you hitting. A lot of y'all hitting them red lights over and over and over again. I've been there. Red light. I felt like it was just like beaming. You know what I'm saying? But the toughest lessons is the best lessons, because you really gonna get it, but you gotta stay the course. And that's where that vulnerability, like, man, express it, man, I'm hurting, but I'm gonna keep going. And you gotta love it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta love the journey, because when you open yourself up to learn it and express it and don't take it so personal. Because you get hurt so many times, you toughen up. It's kind of like being burnt. You know what I'm saying? Putting your hand on there, you know what I'm saying, touching something hot. It's really hands get so tough, you just grab the stuff and go around. That's how you gotta get. Because see, money ain't got feelings, and ain't got emotions. They ain't got none of that. They just wanna know, do you know what to do with me? Do you know how to deploy me? Okay? Your woman wanna know how she want love, but she want directions too. And she don't want nobody weak. So you gonna be tested. For her to really love you, or either the trick playing, you know what I'm saying? It's all a game. But if you want to stop the game, stop it inside yourself. You know what I mean? You got to stop it. Because you got to become that person that no matter what they do, no matter if they hurt you or not, they only going to kill themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to realize. But you cannot have somebody who ain't got your same vision. Just the bottom line. I mean, you can't carry something that's going to tear you apart. You know what I'm saying? You got to put your mask on first. And that's what being vulnerable does. It's going to make sure you put your mask on first. See, once you become so vulnerable, it's going to check them. You ain't even got to check them. It's magical. But so many people don't talk about that because, you know something? They already know most people ain't going to do it no way, so why talk about it? I'm going to give you the magic. I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to give you the things that's going to transform your life. Because, see, mindset is everything. Everything else is irrelevant. Money going to come if your mind right. I promise you that. Because I'm going to tell you, that's law. That's law. That's the thing about it is, man. We are awakening. And they don't want it. They do not want a mind that has freedom and has the key to tell you, look, you ain't doing right. But see, you ain't gonna really say that. You're gonna show it with action. That's totally different from what they do. And then once you shine that light through you, it's a wrap. So you're dangerous at that point. But the awakening is already happening. You know, that's why. You know, if you'll look around and you wonder why the hood's flooded with drugs, it's the same game. It ain't changed. The game ain't never changed. It's programmed to be that way. You know what I mean? It's programmed for you not to awaken. But guess what? You are. And what you gonna do with it? You are awakened. What are you gonna do with it? The information is out here. What are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna allow yourself to be vulnerable to learn? Are you going to allow yourself to be vulnerable to love? Are you going to allow yourself to be vulnerable and not hurt somebody because they hurt your feelings? Because you got to show, man, I'm an alpha. I'm an apex. See, I eat alphas. Apex predator. Apex, top of the food chain, you heard? Look, the difference of it all is you. And see, when I say that, an apex predator, when I say that, not like I'm out here bullying or I'm gonna take advantage of you, none of that. I'm strong enough to eat you because I'm strong enough to let you eat yourself after you challenge me. Because see, this is the thing about it. We all got a spiritual nature at the highest form. But when you go to your highest form, when you go to your highest level, because that's where you function at the greatest. It's what we don't know is what holds us back. They don't want us to understand this. But it's being unlocked daily. It's being unlocked more and more and more. All you got to do is tap in. You got to tap in from the way you've been programmed. You got to tap in from that colonialism, imperialism. You got to stop it. We no longer on that challenge. You hear me? You got to break that. And I mean, it's the cycle for everybody. This became equal opportunity. Do not think that it's just you. Anybody that can be a slave, they can sign up for it. I'm telling you right now. You know what I'm saying? The banking system got you. The school system got you. Sign up for college and put yourself in a lot of debt, it got you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand your Social Security card, they got you. If you don't understand this knowledge that's out here and you ain't studying it, they got you. You gotta start to invest in you. And you gotta make yourself vulnerable enough to do it. Because as long as you tough, you don't need nothing. I can't learn. I'm too old to learn, or it ain't for me. Oh, well, go right ahead living like that. You know what I mean? But if you want to break this, it starts with you. You know you chosen when they wake you up in the middle of the night, or when you just out just being, and some be like, man, you know we meant for so much more. That inner spirit is talking to you. And it's trying to get here. And then once it get it, it's a wrap. You no longer even got to worry about it. 95% programming. And this is the thing, the system knows this. That's why it gives you all of this, be a connoisseur and go out here and get a credit card and max it out. Go out here and take a trip you can't afford. The banks will tell you that. Come buy a boat. Come buy a boat. What? Go take a vacation. You need to borrow some money, take a vacation? Come on. Go in there and tell me you want to buy some real estate. It's a different story. It's a different game, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? They want you to do a little bit more for that asset. You know what I'm saying? When you start to talk about asset building, they want a little bit more work. But guess what? The work is working. You know what I'm saying? When you start asset building, they want a little bit more work. To take a vacation probably take you take a 650, 675. Got a job. You can get you some special financing. You probably do it 580. I mean, I'm being cool with you. I'm being real with you. All you gotta do is go bank with the right bank. They like bad credit. They can charge you better interest and play like you they buddy. Cause they already know you gonna have NSFs, non-sufficient funds. You're gonna be always overdrafting. You got the check people that's calling you, telling you you can borrow some money. So now you got these fees that you need extra $200-300 here and there. So you under the water for taking one trip. Can't wait to cash in, save up, and then maybe borrow against your 401k to try to get all of this down. You're a true worker, true to the system. They love you, slave, because you play by their rules. Tell your kids, just go to college. Programming, and you're gonna leave generational poverty. Program. The system was built for this. All of these things was put in place to make workers to work hourly. Maybe you could climb the corporate scale, become CEO. 1%. And that's the buddy system. Be real. Be real. Buddy system gets you a CEO. Unless you just a choppy head, real go-getter, then nah, you can make your own path. I'm not saying you can't become a CEO of a company. You can. But same work you take, I'd rather just go and buy a company. Same, less energy, strategy. When I say these things, man, it's because it's all here. It's all here. Have I made it to that point? I'm working. But my mind is already on purpose. It's already knowing no more poverty. No more handing out poverty to my generation. Done. You gotta say that. Done with transferring poverty mindset. You have to say enough is enough. Every concept, everything I'm giving you started 7 years ago, 8 years ago. I have seen success, and I have seen what a bad mindset can do with success. Destroy it, because I was taught to destroy it. If I go back to being who I was, it doesn't matter how much you give me, I'm gonna mess it up. Why? Because my mind then wasn't capable of handling it. That's why they don't mind pouring money into a bad community, because they know 7 out of 10 times they're gonna get 70% of it back. They done the math. The other ones they can deal with 3% of that. I mean, you gotta look at it. You gotta look at the odds and why it's so stacked, because we don't know. And we pay for what we don't know. Strategy. You gotta strategize. And you gotta, whatever you do, become vulnerable and learn from vulnerability. Stop running from it. Embrace it. Anything that's gonna make you weak, you gotta fall right into it. Because see, when you can't do what other people, when you can do what other people can't do, you become stronger than what you could ever imagine. They can't do that. And the ones that are doing it, they ain't sharing. Because they're afraid of what they have to face on the other side. I'm not. Why? Because I continue to evolve. I continue to get better. So I can give you better information. I'm not going to do anything to anybody that I wouldn't want done to me. See, that's the whole key. The truth of it is, man, wealth only enhances who you truly are. If you just a rotten person, you just gonna do rotten things with it. That don't mean that it's bad, you just bad. Serious. Become the best version of yourself. And everything else gonna be added on to you, promise you that. Cause you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it automatically. You're gonna start to do things even when you don't feel like you want to. You're gonna step right back in the arena. You can't stop it. You have triggered something that you can't stop. We have a program, and all we gotta do is tap into it. If you're not using AI, you're missing out. Do not be afraid of technology. Do not be afraid to grow. Be vulnerable. Be vulnerable because you don't know. Be vulnerable because you can't figure it out. Just keep trying. Just keep learning. Don't give up on yourself. Don't stop investing in yourself. Please, love yourself. Love you. No matter how you feeling, be like, I love me. Because ain't nobody else gonna love you. You don't love you. Vulnerability is alright, man. I'm telling you. Tap into it. In every area, practice all these things. Perseverance, patience. Being tenacious. Walking with courage. Go down a path ain't nobody went down before and be like, what's this way? Be a pathway. Make a brand new path. Why not? Be vulnerable to find out what's on the other side of that. Why not? You get this one life, embrace it. Discipline. You gotta have discipline. Why am I saying these things? Because I live by them. Hey, I don't let myself get too far out of hand, and I'm not too strict on myself. There's a balance. But you gotta understand where I come from. I gotta have it. And I'm vulnerable enough to love me like that. I'm vulnerable enough to love others. I'm vulnerable enough to put my heart out there. I'm vulnerable enough for you to think that you can beat me. Because when you poke the bear long enough, it's gonna wake up. And when it do, I hope you warning, poke the bear. Danger. But this the thing though. It's not to hurt anybody. It's to wake up and say, listen, enough is enough. Your chance been given. That's it. Move on. See, vulnerable gonna make them move on. Once you tap in to understanding you your only competition. You are your worst competition. Because you look at everything else and be like, all right, you analyzing that. You gotta take that same energy and analyze you. I gotta analyze me. Because if I ain't seeing results, what can I do to be a little bit better? How can I tweak that? That is where the real magic is. It's inside you. Not nobody else. You. God gave you that gift. He didn't give them that. They doing what they supposed to do. You gotta do what you gotta do. And then you gonna find that in you. Then you just gotta keep practicing that point for you. Then you look up and you're doing so many others. Like, wow. On the other side of that, you become the greatest form of you. You look back and you be like, wow, I did that. Yeah, because you got locked into who you was truly meant to be. That's where that journey takes you. You're gonna high five that future you. You made it. Make it to the other side. Say that, I'm making it to the other side. I'm making it go high five the future me. See what it look like. It's gonna look very, very good, all right? Stop thinking about what you didn't get in the past. Let's go to the future. Let's walk every day like you're gonna high five the greatest version of you, because you are. If you ain't been tapped in, if you still here, I appreciate you. Truly. You know? Hopefully I bring you value. Put in the comments if you're afraid of being vulnerable, or you know what vulnerable done did to you, or you know what I'm saying, you walking this path, you true to it, you already know you awakened, but I am awake. It's my season, it's my time. And it is. You gotta keep saying that though. You know what I'm saying? Just can't say it one time. You gotta tell yourself that all the time. You gotta say it when Willie ain't saying it. I have to say it to myself on a consistent basis. I do. Ain't nothing I'm sitting on here saying to you that I don't do. That's why I say I'm 7 years into this. Y'all, I'm just getting into this. But see, I ain't new to this. You know what I'm saying? I might be new to all these things that I'm doing right now, like YouTubing and trying to break into this entrepreneurship, this financial freedom. Now, yes, that's new. That's why I'm not. That's why you don't hear me on here telling you this and that. And I'm not. You hear me say I'm struggling with my credit, trying to get books. I just write because I like to. Let me just be honest. And right now I got so many things that I hadn't put in the perspectives. I got a lot of stuff that's undone, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because it all gonna work out in the wash. I ain't gotta be perfect. I just gotta keep working. I just gotta keep running. So you don't hear me saying, oh, how to write a book, how to publish a book. I can't tell you all of that yet. I can't say, oh, I sold this, because I haven't. Okay? As of right now, I am in the negative. But guess what? I'm all right with that. Because I know that's part of the learning curve. You know what I'm saying? But I'm invested in myself. But the greatest part is I'm happy. Money can't buy happiness, okay? Let me give you this key. Money cannot buy happiness, okay? It cannot buy the peace that I have. You can't get that part. But see, I know this much. I'd rather have all this first before I get that, because then it's gonna enhance the goodness of me. You see what I'm saying? I get to give the goodness of thee through that. So if I got abundance of this, oh my goodness, what it look like? You see what I'm saying? So it's gonna be good. You know what I mean? So it can't be nothing but good, because I'm created in His image. And once you get to understanding all of these principles and all of these terminology, He got for you also. What I do, you can do also. You know what I'm saying? Look, you tapped in with the most powerful. It's like I said, you already awakening. It's already happening. You just got to accept it and tune in every single day to you. Say, I'm tuning in. Hey, you've been sticking around this long. I got to let you go. Thank you. Keep tuning in. See you on the other side.